And just like that, another international break is just around the corner for our African nations. Well, some are playing no games, some are playing one, some are playing two, some are even playing three international friendlies this summer. No competitive football for the African nations this summer. I know there's Asian FIFA World Cup qualifiers, some are crucial. You've got the Nations League semi-finals and final. You've also got World Cup qualifiers taking place into South America. You've got Nations League with UEFA. But as for CAF, after that nervy, stressful March window to go to the World Cup, we're going to have some nice chilled friendlies to round off the season. Well, I say chilled, I hope they're very much chilled. Lots of games to look forward to. Maybe not if you're Egyptian. Let's start there. What's going on with Egypt? Egypt not going to play any friendlies because the bulk of the squad will go to the FIFA Club World Cup with Al Ahly. That's right, Al Ahly, and we know the Egyptian national team has got a lot of players at Ahly. Looks like they're not going to play any friendlies because the bulk of the squad will be at that tournament in the USA. And look out for some omissions from African squads if the players are at the Club World Cup. Maybe even like, for example, Algeria might lose Ben Sebaini to Dortmund. Maybe he won't play against Sweden and stuff like that. So no Egypt. Morocco playing against the Tunisians. I think Morocco-Tunisia is a good game. I'll be interested to see where Tunisia are at the moment. I think they're getting better. I think they're re-emerging. Tunisia are playing 3 matches. I think they're playing Guinea and Burkina Faso as well. A lot of games coming up there for the Tunisians. Tunisia-Burkina Faso is a good game. Of course, a couple of AFCONs ago, they met each other there. So looking forward to that. And of course, Morocco also playing Benin, a repeat of the 2019 last 16 game when Benin knocked them out. So I think Morocco-Tunisia will be a really good game, especially as a neutral fan to watch. We're going to find out just how good Tunisia are. Morocco expected to win that game, of course. Algeria playing Rwanda at home and Sweden away. We've only played one European nation in the last 7 years, I think, and it's been Sweden twice. So very different teams now to when we last played Sweden. Of course, Sweden, Algeria and Malmo in 2022. Both sides are absolutely gutted that we hadn't made it to the FIFA World Cup. Now Sweden have got not one but two, for me, £100 million forwards in Isak and Gyökeres. How are they going to get on against Mandy and Tugay? We'll wait and see. But we're going to have a big crowd there in Stockholm. Hopefully I'll be there as well. A lot of people asking. Inshallah, I will be at that game. Of course, Algeria, Rwanda first in Constantine. Why are we playing Rwanda? I don't know. They narrowly missed out on the AFCON. Rwanda can still make the World Cup, but I think we're playing them because they've got an Algerian coach in Amrouche. I think there was a little bit of help there. Algeria spent a lot of time organising that home friendly, not in Baraki, not in Tizi. This time in the east of Algeria. Look, I don't know why we're playing Rwanda. I hope if we do, play Mazza, play Shiaka, and when we get to Sweden, play the main team, and we can see just how good Algeria really are when they go to Sweden. What about Senegal? A bit of a British tour. They're going to Dublin to play Ireland, and then they're going to Nottingham to play England. Of course, England, Senegal met at the World Cup in Qatar in the last 16 as well. England won comfortably, but the scoreline was a bit dodgy. I think Senegal could have easily been 2-0 up against England at half-time in that one. And that's a good game to see where Senegal are right now under their new coach. Senegal should beat Ireland easily. Ireland are not a good team. England, of course, under Tuchel, they'll be looking for a very strong performance in that match. We've got that one to look forward to. And what about this little London series in London here? Ghana take on Nigeria in Brentford's ground a little bit early at the end of May, the same day as a Conference League final, and the winner of that will play either Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago in that cup as well. So Ghana and Nigeria playing each other. The Jollof Rice Derby, they're coming to London, so one to look forward to there. The reigning African champions, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, they're going to Canada to play Canada and New Zealand, I believe. Interesting game. They're a team from Oceania, a team from the North Americas. Not something you see very often, but of course Canada will be a host nation at the World Cup. How good are they? If they can't put away the champions of Africa, I don't think Canada are a good side. I think they've got a couple of good players, Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, and that's about it really. Cote d'Ivoire should be putting them away, and I don't think New Zealand are that good other than Chris Wood. So again, you'd expect Cote d'Ivoire to win that game as well. And then you've got some really interesting ties. You've got Georgia, Cape Verde. I think it's a great game. That's a really interesting game. Kosovo, Comoros. What about that for a fixture if that goes ahead? And of course, lots of internal African games as well. DR Congo playing a couple of games in France. They're playing against Mali and Madagascar. They've now got Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a huge coup for them. West Ham not been great this season, but Wan-Bissaka certainly has been good. The right back for West Ham, he's a good player. So looking forward to that one. You've also got South Africa playing Namibia and Tanzania. 2 games the South Africans will be expecting to win that one. So that's going to be a good fixture to look out for as well. So some great games all around wherever you look across the continent. Shame about no Egypt. Cameroon, maybe we thought they were going to play Algeria. They're playing Equatorial Guinea. It's a good test to see where Cameroon are at the moment. Remember that World Cup qualifier Cameroon had? They drew to Eswatini, to Swaziland. An absolute shocker by their standards. So lots of fixtures all around to look forward to. Cape Verde also playing Malaysia, by the way. How about that for a fixture? So be really interesting to see how some of these football matches pan out. Of course, we're not far away from the AFCON. A lot of people talking about World Cup being in a year's time. The AFCON's this year in December. So got about 6 months to get your teams ready. We know who's going to the AFCON. We know which groups are with who in that AFCON, but we don't know how good the teams are. So we're going to have a very close look at these friendlies to see who is good. And of course, when Senegal play England, when Algeria play Sweden, can Africa deal with Europe's best? We need to find that out, because if these 2 African teams go to England and Sweden and get results, I think it could be a very positive World Cup in the summer of 2026. So lots of games to look forward to. I know some Algerians are like, oh, we're only playing Rwanda and Sweden again. Look, I'd rather play Sweden than play, Lesotho. So it's a good game. It's not in Malmo, it's in Stockholm. It's a far bigger ground. Sweden are a far better side. Let's beat Rwanda at home, go to Sweden, get a result. But of course, we'll keep an eye on all the games here. I don't know why Ghana and Nigeria is so early. It's even before June, but we'll keep an eye on that one as well. So that's what we've got to look forward to in June. And then, of course, the Club World Cup, where 4 club African sides are. Then the Chan in the August, and the World Cup qualifiers regime September, October, into the Arab Cup in December, and then the AFCON at the end of December to late January. Let me know what game you're looking forward to the most. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.